Hey guys, Katie and Lily here from Mitza Creek Farm, and today we are doing something that we should have done last year that we really didn't put a lot of time and effort into. It feels like we're always just putting out fires and doing what absolutely has to be done. And today the electricians and the power company are up working on our electricity, so we have no power, and we didn't want to leave because we use electric fence, and we didn't want, if somebody got spooked or something, we didn't want anybody getting out. So we are hanging around the farm today with no electricity, so that gives us time to start pulling up the dead pumpkin plants and getting this all cleaned up so that we can roll up the irrigation and get the landscaping fabric rolled up and start getting this ready for winter. Now, last year we got part of this done and then we ran out of time, and I think that might be why our cucumber beetles are so bad this year, because I think that they burrowed in the existing vines, the dead ones that were there, and under the landscaping fabric, and were able to winter in all of that. And so I think it gave them a really good habitat for the beetles this year, or for their house or whatever this year. I did hear that it was a bad year for cucumber beetles, but we've never had them before. We just had like a few last year at the end of the season, and so that's what makes me think that they kind of overwintered well here. So we are going to do what we can and get as much done. We're being very careful because we are trying to leave a few more on to see if we can get them to finish ripening on the vine, or give them a little bit more time. Like that one's probably not gonna make it, but we'll try to give it some life here. So that is what is on our agenda for this morning. That was a nice one, though. We've got most of the patch picked. Goodbye, pumpkin patch. So here in the high tunnel, we have these guys. These all need to be washed, and now everything seems to be mixed up. We had a pile of washed ones and a pile of not washed ones, and now it's just we're putting them all in here. But we got all of these there and there and there, and then our stand is pretty full down at the end of the road. So I love the wide variety of the pumpkins. They all seem to be doing really well. They seem to like coming in here and curing a lot better than sitting outside. I think because it's been getting so cold at night, it's been helping them to get to cure and to get that nice hard shell and finish ripening, because they go from, like, some of them have like green tint to them, or some of them are even let me show you here, some of them even are mostly green. And so like this guy over here was mostly green, and yes, I picked it up by the stem. This one here was mostly green and it turned orange in here, so it is working out really well. I kind of worry about the powdery mildew, but we're kind of too late in the game for that. The powdery mildew shouldn't affect the fruit of the pumpkins. It's only the pumpkin plants that it will affect. And because because it's getting so cool outside and we have to keep everything closed up, the cucumbers and zucchini have powdery mildew like crazy. But they're still producing. I was gonna pull them out, but I kind of feel guilty about that at this point, because we still are producing fruit. We're still producing vegetables. We're still producing, and we've had 4 frosts now. So we're doing really good. This high tunnel is a blessing. I keep finding more and more things it's good for and what it's useful for. And so this is just like, can't even explain what it does for us. So this next year in an upcoming video, I'll explain how we're gonna kind of redo the beds in here. They have to all be pulled up anyways. We're gonna rearrange how we did things so that we can be a little strategic, a little more strategic in how we're planting. And it just is trial and error, and some things might work really well one year and not well another year. But that's a whole nother video, whole nother subject. But look at all of our beautiful pumpkins. I love them. We have probably 200 down at the stand, so we did end up having a really good year. We have a wide variety down there. We have tons of decorative ones down there and a good variety of carvers. And we've been selling carvers like we've been selling carvers wholesale, and they seem to be a big hit for that as well. So I'm not even quite sure where we're at for quantity and what we have left. Part of me wants to sell them all if anybody wants to buy them. The other part wants to save them till it gets closer to pumpkin carving season. So I don't have a clue. We'll have to definitely plant more carvers next year. That's it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and we will see you next time.